heartfelt. Her relationship with the forest guardian, a wise there named Thorn, adds warmth and deep, exploring them and healing and belonging. Of course, if we have a strength, of course we have a weakness. The weakness of Lydia is a facing issue. The first half drags with, the issue is the first drags with excessive description, while the climax feels rushed, plot twists are underdeveloped, leaving the reader's craving world build up. Then the next weakness is the one-dimensional antagonist. The villain looks neither the motivation beyond the beat, and the backstory is shallow, making his action feel generic and unheroic. And the next are the peer critique.
Okay. Peer critique is the practice of writers to review and provide constructive criticism of each other's work. So basically, peer critique is where the process, where the writer is receiving constructive feedback from teachers, medical classmates, medical co-writers niya. And yeah, and if we critic without that, we should not point out the mistakes, but to see the strength and weaknesses. And I have an example here. Okay, maklaro ninyo dito. Okay, basahan lang ha. I like how your story starts. So this is the example of critique. I like how your story starts. It grabbed my attention right away. Your description of the setting was clear, and I could imagine it easily. One part that confused me was when you switch from talking about your friend to suddenly talking about your family. Maybe add a short transition so it's smoother. I also think the ending could be stronger if you share what you learned from the experience. Overall, it's good ground, it's strong detail. So, kasi napansin niyo sa first sentence. Sa first sentence is i-critique niya ang strength. Ano siya? I like how the story starts. It grabbed my attention right away. The description of the sentence was clear and I could imagine it. So, kanang i-critique niya ang strength una. Tapos sa second na sentence, one part of confused me was when you switch from talking about a friend. So sa second na sentence, ikuha po niya ang document na siya sa weaknesses. Sa giingan niya nga, what daw, a story daw kay wala kanang dili smooth ang pag-transition, which is makakonfuse sa mga readers. And sa third na sentence is kuha na po suggestion sa critic. Suggestion niya sa critic kung saan ito i-revise bitaw para mas ang story or ang word. Next is what is creative nonfiction?
So before we dive into our next discussion, let us first have a recap kung saang list or the most popular types or forms of creative nonfiction. So, kinsa dari ang makahatag sa ako sa 10 kabuok nga list sa forms or types of creative nonfiction. Ibagaloyo, susang 10. 10 types of creative nonfiction. No, si Bagaloyo sa tungulan na. Okay, walay answer, may standing types of creative nonfiction. 10 types of creative nonfiction.
Vlog, travelogue,
Quiet. Okay, wala po yung answer.
Complete lang, complete.
Autobiography. Tapos vlog.
Okay, vlog. Vlog.
Testimonials.
Ayun.
Biography. Meetings. Essays. Biography.
Okay, sabi. So, ang 10 types or forms of remain standing. Kaya mo naminaw. So, the 10 types or forms of creative nonfiction are autobiography, biography, literary journalism or reportage, tapos travelogue, reflection essay, true narrative, tayon, vlog, testimonial, and critic, and lastly we have the peer critic. So, sa matable, 10. Diba? Maminaw. Remain standing. Now let us proceed to the writing process with a different purpose. So first, we have free writing. So free writing involves exploring a subject, narrowing your focus to a specific topic, researching the topic, and gathering details and organizing elements. So when you say pre-writing, from the word itself, it is the stage where you, where the author or the writer is preparing before starting to write a piece. Nakalamutan mo, please remain standing. Stand. So again, it is the stage where you start or prepare before starting a piece. So it basically means that it is the time where you explore a subject, and when you started to explore a subject, that will be the time to choose a specific topic. And if you have choose the specific topic, then you will start to research about it and collect details about it. And also, you have to prepare or arrange the ideas to make it concise and clear as much as possible. So the pre-writing, when doing a pre-writing, the writers think about these 4 elements, which are first we have the topic, author's purpose, audience, and special considerations. So when you say topic, this is what you are going to write about, meaning mo na siya ang main topic, mo na siya ang topic kung sa istoryahan sa imong piece, kung sa imo ang isulat. So, and take note that your topic should be clear and specific, and make sure that dili siya broad kaayo. Make sure nga ang imong topic kay accessible siya sa imong knowledge and sa imong surroundings. And next is we have the author's purpose. So, author's purpose, this explains why the writer or the author is writing the piece. So in creative nonfiction, the purpose can be to tell a story about what you have experienced in the past, or share an experience, or also inform or reflect from the experiences that you have been through. So, dili nimo mahibalaan kung unsa gyud ang purpose sa author. Kung for example, ako mag-write ko about sa akong life, and well, once na ma-read na kanino ang fully ang piece, dili na nimo mahibalaan na ang iyadi ang purpose is to give moral lesson sa mga students. Okay, since it is about one man, like life moral story. So next is we have the audience. So the audience is the most important. Why? Because the people who are going to read your work. So it is also important to know your audience. Kaya para maka-adjust ta. For example, yung audience are professional, dapat imo pong tone sa inyong gisulat kay professional to make sure nga ga-align na gyud ang imo ang work. So again, knowing your audience help you to decide the tone, styles, and as well as the level of your detail to use. And lastly, we have these special considerations. So ang special considerations are the extra things to keep in mind. Like for example, when you are writing a essay, also may mo i-keep sa mind. You have to keep in mind that your format is justified. And also the text. So text mo, you have to make sure that it is Arial and size well. So again, here are the 4 elements of free writing, which are the topic, authors, purpose, audience, and special considerations. So, ngayon.
Yes.
What are the 4 elements of free writing?
Elements.
Okay, remain standing.
Topic.
No coaching. Ay, ba't kabala ka sa Okay, thanks a lot. Mark?
The 4 elements of free writing are topics, author's purpose, audience, then special consideration.
Okay, alright. So the 4 elements of free writing are topic, author's purpose, audience, and lastly, the special consideration. And now we will proceed to the drafting. So, since my group mate for this topic is absent, I will just read the description. So, drafting. Drafting is creating a first written version of draft, like beginning, middle, and ending. So, during this step, you work steadily to connect your ideas to form a first version of your writing. So, in drafting, ginabuhat na po siya as always during our iyak time. Like, isa man ang drafting? Wala lang na po siya of free writing. Wherein, i-gather niyo yung ideas before ka magsulat sa mong final na piece, you have to draft first in order for you to make sure that your topic or what